Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about game 45 of the regular season, where the Rangers lose 3-2 to the Minnesota Wild. And I'm gonna get mad in a minute, right? I'm gonna be probably the most mad I've been in a game for a video. Yeah, probably the most mad I've ever been in a video. I'm gonna get to that part, right? But before that, I want to be happy and take a moment to talk about the man of the hour. I got the little shrine here for him. Henrik Lundqvist. The Rangers tonight, they retired the number 30. No Ranger will ever again wear 30. And it's fitting. This was the easiest decision the Rangers franchise has ever had. To retire the number 30, I mean, there was no question. There was no question 10 years ago that the number was going to get retired. And there was absolutely no question that when he hung it up, it was going up there the minute he called it quits. And oh, look at that, it did. I have watched sports my entire life. I've been around sports my entire life. And I've never seen a fan base love a player the way that Rangers fans worship the ground Henrik Lundqvist walks on. You can play the sport another 10,000 years, and there will never be another Henrik Lundqvist. I've said this before, which is that a fan base will like a great player, but they'll love a great person. And Henrik Lundqvist is just the upper echelon of a great person, mixed with a great player, mixed with the most fierce competitor you will ever see in your life. The ceremony was absolutely beautiful. It was emotional. It was fit for a king. There's no other way to put it. His name and number are enshrined in the rafters of the world's most famous arena, where they will live forever. He is the king. He is the greatest Ranger in franchise history. And all we can say now is thank you, Henrik Lundqvist. Long live the king. And now that the happy portion of the video is out of the way, what was that? What was that game? What was that? All right. Okay. So I usually go goal by goal and break it down like that, in a good, normal way. No. We're not doing, throw that out. Rangers take a 2-0 lead in the first period. They look pretty darn great. Barclay Goodrow, nice goal. Beautiful setup by Jacob Trouba. And then just plops it on in. Easy. Good. 1-0. Kreider. Backhand. Oh my god, the Kreider goal was insane. It was beautiful. Between the legs. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. 2-0 lead. I want to say we outshot them 11-4 in the first period. It was ridiculous. 12-5. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then the second period happens, and it's Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Horrible. The Wild are pouring on shots. There's a horrible penalty taken by the Rangers. It's not a power play. It's a penalty shot. Shesterkin, beautiful save to stop it on Lundqvist night. And you're like, man, that's really neat, because one of Henrik's most famous saves is on a breakaway, or on a penalty shot, right? The Winter Classic. You guys remember that beauty? It's setting up to be this perfect storybook game. And then, nope, wrong. Kevin Fiala scores. Then, a minute and a half later, on the power play, Henrik up in the booth talking about the game. It's a Wild power play, and they go, hey, look, Henrik, it's your old buddy, Matt Zuccarello. And Henrik goes, oh, yeah, you don't want to let that guy score. Boom, he scores! Are you kidding me? Then you go into the third period, you allow a goal by Goodrow. No, not that one, the other one. The one, no, not the Calgary's Goodrow. No, we're talking about the one on the other team, the Wild. He scores, it's 3-2, and that would end it. Then, this is what kills me, right? The Rangers did not deserve to win this game. They didn't. They looked bad. They played a bad game. They didn't deserve to win. Point blank, they didn't. And with a second left on the clock, Mika Zibanejad ties it. He ties it. It's 3-3 with a second left. There is madness in front of the goal, and he ties it. He ties it! But then it's waved off for no reason. Look it over. Look at the play again. Look at it 1,000 times. And I want you to tell me, how is that not a goal? And now you put me in this awful spot where I watched the game. I watched every second of it intently. You didn't deserve to win it. By no means did you deserve to win this game. You just didn't. But you tied it with a second left. And guess what? It's on a night that is so important to this franchise that even though you definitely did not deserve to win it, I wanted you so desperately to win. And you could win every game from here on out. Every single game for the rest of the season, all through the playoffs, to a cup. And I wouldn't forgive you because you blew it. You had a 2-goal lead on Hank night, and you blew it. And I'm watching the game going, what a fitting tribute to Henrik Lundqvist. It's his retirement night. We hang the banner. His jersey's immortalized, and we leave Shesterkin out to dry. Man, the defense didn't look good. The defense hasn't been good all season, right? The defense has been bad. And, like, Adam Fox yesterday goes down with an injury. You miss Adam Fox today. And, like, we all knew Adam Fox was important to the team, right? We knew that part. I didn't realize he was that important. Oh boy, the defensive structure tonight. I mean, it's looked bad all season, but tonight it was like next level bad. You could have made a drink, like if you go into the game with a drinking game of, every time the Rangers leave a player wide open in a shooting lane, I'm going to take a shot. You wouldn't have been able to walk halfway through the second and couldn't form a compound sentence midway through the third. And not just is the defense bad without Fox, the power play is bad without Fox. I mean, we all knew, because it's been told to us 1,000 times this year, that like, Adam Fox is the quarterback of that power play. We all know that he's important to the power play, but seeing it without him, where they're putting Trouba out there for the power play, and Zach Jones on the power play, I like Zach Jones, I'm high on Zach Jones, but on PP1? Seriously? Okay, but like, not having Adam Fox on the power play, we looked awful. We couldn't do anything with it, and you're like, man, Adam Fox is the team's MVP. And we all kind of knew that, right? Like, it's him or Shesterkin. It's one or the other. Because anytime either of those guys are out, Rangers look bad. And we had Shesterkin tonight, and we still look bad. Now, I'm not really that upset at Igor Shesterkin. Now, was the third goal sort of a softie? Maybe. I mean, you know, Gaudreau was left pretty well wide open. He wasn't quite a breakaway, but it was pretty close. And here's the thing. Even if you say, yeah, that was a real softy goal that he allowed there. Okay, first one was completely unguarded. Second one was a completely unguarded on the power play where Matt Zuccarello was just able to take a blast. And, you know, defense, good job on the block. Good job letting Matt Zuccarello, of all people, getting wide open. Nito Spaghetto there. How many saves did Shesterkin make tonight that had your jaw agape? He was not the problem. The defense was bad. And not just that, the defense lucked out from Shesterkin making saves on these wide open shots that they just, you know, he could stick the stick out, spin in a circle, and not touch anyone. They're that wide open. Like, you want to talk about the offense? Let's talk about the offense. The offense looked okay-ish. I mean, you kind of got goalied by Cam Talbot. He scored 2 goals. First line looked great. Man, Kreider, Mika, and Laffy look amazing, don't they? Laffy had 19 minutes tonight, which I think is a season high for him, and he looked fantastic. Couple of shots on net, couple of beautiful passes. I mean, he looked fantastic. Lafreniere was just flying. Oh my God, guys, can you believe it? You give a #1 overall pick top line minutes, and he looks good. What are the chances? It's almost like we've been saying that all year long. Second line looked okay. Fourth line, man, the grit line. If any of those guys had just the slightest ability to finish a play, the fourth line would be deadly. But they just can't. They can hit, and they can jostle the puck loose and, like, kind of give passes to each other. But that's it. If they could finish plays, we'd be running away with it. We might not have lost a game this year. Slight exaggeration, but I'm serious. That looks fine, right? But man, the defense tonight, and I get the Fox is out. I get that the defensive pairings were kind of rough. But man, you're 45 games into the season, the defense has got to be better meshed than that. Like, I don't care. I don't care that there are players in that are not normally in. It's got to look better than that. That's the thing. Like, I'm going hard on the Rangers. I was ready to go so much harder. I was ready to yell until I was, like, bright red like a candied apple. Candied apples are caramel, Weston. Good Lord. I was ready to scream for an hour about this game. But then you tie it, but you don't tie it. And I'm in this weird dichotomy. Again, I've already said this 1,000 times, where I'm angry because you lost and you deserve to lose, but you tied it with a second left. And it's just, it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. This was such an important game, and you couldn't find it in you to win. That's the thing, right? I get that you're tired from a back-to-back. I get that the Wild are a good team. I get that you're down a good player in Adam Fox, a great player, one of the league's best. But you had to find a way to win this game, and you couldn't. You couldn't. I get that the Mika goal with a second left really sucks. You had other opportunities. There were a lot of other opportunities that you could have scored, and we just didn't. We were too sloppy with the puck. We were too lazy at too many times. We just didn't deserve to win the game. And that's what really, really sucks about it, because this was such an important game to the franchise. And people might get mad at me because I keep harping on that and complaining about how it was such an important game to the franchise to win. And be like, well, Weston, it was just a mid-January game. I get that there was a retirement for Henrik, but, but nothing. But nothing. It was the retirement for your franchise's best player, who always, even when there was nothing in front of him, found another gear and found a way to win. He had the mental fortitude to do it. We didn't tonight. And we let him down one last time. And I know that you can separate the two things, right? I know that you can separate the game and the ceremony mentally, but they all run together in the same timeline, and it's a little bit of a tainted memory. It just sucked. It just absolutely sucked. And that's what I got. That's what I got for the game. Kraken come to town Sunday. You better win that one, because Tuesday the Panthers come to town. And if you think the Wild are a good team, oh, wait till the Panthers come. They can clean you. So that's what I got. Thank you for watching a very ranty video. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and long live King Henrik.